Welcome to the channel, the Lake District and Buttermere, which is absolutely heaving. We parked, oh you can't see it for trees down there, by Bridge Hotel. I knew we wouldn't be able to get any free spots uphill up there because we're not doing a big walk today, so I've got here late. So we're about to bite the bullet and pay to park. So we're just on the way through these woods by Mill Beck, and the intention today is to do Rannerdale Knotts. So not very far, I don't think it's 4 miles in total. So while we make our way through the trees, we'll have a look at the route. Oh, it's very pleasant, ambling up through the trees. Nobody else coming this way. It's a glorious morning, but it's only just morning. I think it's going up for 11 now. It's nearly coffee and a chew time. We've only just set off. So this isn't kind of the normal way to do Rannerdale Knotts. Usually people park down by Crummock Water and then just do it from there. But I've never been up this way before. And I've never been down on the path that we're intending to come down. So we'll try something new. And it's all part of Charlie completing the Northwestern Fells second time round, which if you watch our videos, you'll know I failed miserably on one of the walks for that one. I couldn't be bothered going up Scar Crags and Causey Pike, so we've still got them to do. Right, so we come up to a wall here. There's a big stile over at wall, and then we start climbing up the fellside. So if you manage to get parked in one of the free parking spots up that road, there's a footbridge down there. I've never been over that footbridge, so I'm just wondering if there's a path that comes down to that from like the free parking areas on Newlands Pass Road. So anyway, up here for us. This way, fella. This way. So we're out of the woods and start the climb up to, well, it's like a col between like Whiteless Breast up there and Rannerdale Knotts. So you could come up here and go up Whiteless Pike and wander up, and you could go right over to Grasmoor and down Lad House, but then it'd be a bit of a trudge back from there. And that path where we turned left to start climbing up, if you'd turned right there, that takes you right up valley, and you could do Knott Rig and Hard Crags going up that way and then come down other side at river. You could do that if you managed to get parked at one of them free parking spaces over there, drop down to that footbridge I showed you, and then up the valley, Knott Rig and Hard Crags, and down other side at valley. It'll bring you out. If you see this building over there, that's marked as a reservoir on the map. I don't know if you can you see it. Is that it there? And footpath sort of brings you out just above that. That's a great view behind us, looking up to Red Pike, High Stile and High Crag. There's a few people up there today. Right, glorious morning upwards. So we're heading on up that path there, and that's up to Whiteless Breast. We're not going that way, but I just wandered over to this like little viewpoint thing, give you a look round. That's Knott Rig, and then to the left of Knott Rig is Hard Crags. So you can see a path, but I don't know if you can make it out on here, coming straight down there. So you could go up valley and then back down that way, and that's Newlands Hawes. This is a burkitt called High Snock Rig, and the other side of that is Robinson. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to make out much because we're right into the sun now, but you can just see Green Gable, and then there's Great Gable. I think that's Seat. I don't think you can see over to haystacks. I think that's a burkitt called Seat, and then you've High Stile. No, you've not. You've High Crag, High Stile, Red Pike. And then looking over that way, I think that's Great Bourne, and then another burkitt called Floughton Cop. Right, so onwards up here for us. So we've just passed a couple of paths going off to our right. That's Whiteless Breast, and then over to Whiteless Pike. And you could go that way from here, over Wandope, Crag Hill, down Stile, and from Stile there's a path brings you back down into that valley down there. You could either, well, you could come this side at river on that path that we branched off just after we came out at woods. So that's an option from here, but not for us. We're going on over there. Look at these views as well. That's Mellbreak there, and Crummock Water. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Right, on we go. There's a few people down there, and they're going to come up and join the path that we're using. So we're going to let them get out of the way. So while we've got this view here, we're going to have coffee and a chew. Now, if you'd like to support the channel, there's that QR code there. If you scan that, it'll take you to Buy Me a Coffee, and our page on there. You can buy us coffee and a chew if you'd like to help us out. That'd be much appreciated. It does help with bringing you the videos. Or if you can't scan that, there's a link in the description. If you click on that, that'll do the same thing. So yeah, that'd be brilliant if you can. So yeah, we're gonna have coffee and a chew. So this path that we've joined here, if you'd come up like the valley from Rannerdale car park right at the bottom of the Knotts, come up the valley and then come up here, and that's Whiteless Pike and Grasmoor, and the ridge of Lad House going up there, which I dislike intensely. Right, onwards up here. So there we are, top of Rannerdale Knotts, our one and only hill of the day. It's not taking as long to get up here. A bit busy as well, but the views are absolutely stunning. I'll put you onto the camera. So we've just come away from summit a bit. So that's Mellbreak, and then you can see Lowes Water beyond that. Then there'll be Low Fell and Fell Barrow, and top end of Crummock Water. And as you've seen already, Grasmoor, the path up Lad House, Crag Hill, Wandope, Whiteless Pike, and there's Robinson, and then below Robinson is that burkitt that's High Snockrig, and beyond that Fleetwith Pike, and then Green Gable, Great Gable, and I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to see of this for the sun now. Right in the sun is High Stile, to the left of it is High Crag, then Red Pike, and that's Starling Dodd, and then Great Bourne, and then that's the pointy one there, that's another burkitt called Floughton Cop, and then we're back to Mellbreak. Right, so we're going to get ourselves off down, and then we'll find somewhere for lunch on our way back down. Oh well, I'd forgotten about that bit there. That's steep, and look, again, it's another of them paths that's better for going up than down, I think, but it was tricky in places because it was icy as well. But yeah, a bit like end of Mellbreak, only easier than end of Mellbreak. It's a nightmare path on sort of nose of Mellbreak. But yeah, we're down. Family not happy going up there. So the main path back to the car park in Rannerdale goes off that way. Well, we're gonna branch off left here and like contour round above some trees. So we're gonna get down onto this little grassy knoll down here, and have our lunch. Well, I don't believe what happened up there. We just got settled down on that grassy knoll up there. Charlie just took it into his dinner. There's all the hillside to choose from. A blooming family of 4 and 2 dogs came and sat 2 feet away from us. Dogs chasing us. Oh, it won't bother him. He's in the middle of eating his dinner. All the hillside to choose from, 2 feet away from us, they decided to plonk. Anyway, I packed up. We've moved downhill a bit. Yeah, just don't understand some people. No mentality at all, is there? Right, so we're going to have lunch here looking over Crummock Water, and then we set off. I can see there's a clear path contouring round like base of the hill. Right, we're going to have our lunch. Well, we've had our lunch in the peace and quiet eventually. I don't believe it. That family that parked themselves right next to us, they're following us down this way now as well. Ah dear. Right, so we've got great views all around us now. The sun's gone down behind Red Pike, and it's coming chilly now that the sun's gone in. Right, so we'll continue plodding our way along this path. Charlie! This way, fella. This way. Good boy. So we've branched off the main path that drops down to parking area down there by Crummock Water, and there's some unexpected up, and you see what I've done. Oh, I've not been paying attention, have I? Me being a trained navigator, look, we should have come straight along there. I think what's happened in my haste to get away from them that just parked themselves next to us. Not paid attention, have I? Gone too far down instead of sticking to this higher path. Oh, that was some unexpected up. Right, hopefully more peace and quiet. So we're back in the sunshine and making our way above these trees. Oh, I'm going to have to pay more attention to contours when I'm planning these walks. I wasn't expecting there to be some up. I don't think it's much though, just while we get past these trees and then it's back down into Buttermere. And thankfully we've got this path to ourselves now. Never been on this before, so it's a new route for us. Yeah, it's good. Right, on we go. So we've only got about half a mile to go back to the car now, so I'm going to sign off. We're back on the main path out of Buttermere here now, so yeah, it's been good. We've had some amazing views, haven't we? Been really good. The only negative, well, 2 actually, that path down from Rannerdale Knotts, that was sketchy today with it being a bit icy in places. And then that ridiculous family that, with all the entire hillside to choose from, plonked themselves 2 feet away for us while we were having lunch. Oh dear. No, it's been good. Had some views. Just a short one. Another one ticked off for Charlie's second round of the Northwestern Fells. So yeah, this is our final video of the year of 2025. So looking forward to 2026 and more adventures. So hope you all have a prosperous new year, and thank you very much for all your support during 2025, especially the regular contributors to the channel, the subscribers, and everybody who's bought us a coffee and a chew. That's much appreciated. So yes, I hope you have a prosperous new year. We'll see you for more adventures in 2026. Ta-ra!